Truly, truly, 2 times.
Yeah, man. Put your books up, man. Put your books up. That's how we coming, man.
uh,
I gotta share this. When I met you, bro, I don't think I had a book out yet, and I remember vividly you had like some prototypes.
yes,
And
I did.
I just want to congratulate you on your success, on your continued success. I want to congratulate you for the books that you have yet to write,
Yes, sir.
and to encourage you to, you know, continue to push the mold, bro. Become more confident daily. And if you're a gym, bro, the first 30 seconds of the convo is, you know, you're always becoming more confident daily because I follow your page, I see your message. You're always helping someone. And I teach someone is one of the easiest ways to gain confidence.
Yes, for sure, for sure. You definitely stood out to me, man. When I came out to the A, you was impressionable. I mean, you had that bright ass hair. You know what I mean? So it was hard not to recognize you. And just overall, your genuineness and your sincereness, it reaped right through you. You know what I mean? Those are the type of people that I align with. Those are the type of people that I like to build connections and build relationships with, because that's how I am. That's how I roll. You know what I mean? It doesn't take me a long time for me to find out the judgment of character of a human being. And I can tell that you're the type of person that has integrity. You know what I mean? So I do plan on coming back out there for the A. I might come out there a little bit earlier because I want to touch some places and holler at a couple folks. I want to hit up do some networking. So we got to connect, man. We got to sit down, put some things together, brother. And just you can help me move around out there a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? Make some other connections.
Yeah. Where you from, bro?
I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from Reading, PA, near Philly.
Wow.
Right outside of like New York, Baltimore. I'm like 2 hours from New York, an hour from Philly, about an hour 15 from Baltimore. So I like where I'm at is like a unique place, whereas though I can tap into a lot of different places.
You know? Right. Wow. Wait a minute, bro. So I signed up I got my ticket for Proof and Profit tour for LA, but they canceled it. And it's gonna be in NYC June 8th. Will you be in PA in June?
Yeah. I can shoot up there.
Man, hell yeah, bro. Because what I gotta do is I gotta fly into Newark and catch the train to New York.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell that is because I don't move. I don't go straight to a city and just stay there. So I'm gonna definitely hit you up. But what I wanted to say was they got the morning meetup on Sunday in the A.
Okay, that's what David Shands?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I seen something like that he was doing. Yeah. You a part of that?
Yep, I am. I've been a part of the morning meetup since COVID.
Okay.
And it's so crazy.
How do you feel that has contributed to what you going on or helps you think?
Yeah. So when I joined, he was doing his dollar trial, and it's so crazy because I've been meaning to I've been waiting for the right time to tell him, like, man, listen, your dollar trials work for me because, man, I was special. I had dollar trials for like a month, you know. Then they caught on, but it's helped me, bro. And I outlined this in my book because David talks about the characteristics of some of the statistics of millionaires, and one of the things he mentioned was two things that stuck out. He mentioned, of course, I think most of them are married, or a larger percentage of them are married. He's an advocate for that, you know. And he mentioned that a certain percentage of millionaires obsessed over the millions. I said to myself, I resonate with that. So just to give you some background, 2014, I graduated college in May. In August, I got a warehouse gig. And so me, bro, I'm very advanced. You know, I try to do my best with coaching because I understand, like, the type of person that I am is not common to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, this job, I really was overqualified because I got a whole architecture degree. My bad. And what they said was, hey, man, best we can give you is inventory management. You know, make the best of it. So I had a lot of downtime. In my downtime, bro, I spent all of my 8, 9, 10 hours looking up how to be a millionaire, because I just want to, in my mind, bro, if I could just make enough money to eat every day while chasing bigger money, I'm good. But if I just chase trying to eat, I ain't gonna have nothing. And so with the morning meetup, as people, a lot of us don't want to admit that we need to be held accountable. And I was very fortunate to date women that held me accountable. Beautiful, responsible, melanated sisters. Anyway, with the meetup, right, what's dope is it was a chance for me to tap into a community out here in the Bay, because I don't know that many people in the Bay. In the Bay, bro, I know like 2 people.
That's where you're currently located now, in the Bay?
I'm in the Bay right now.
Oh, I thought you was Atlanta based.
I'm from Atlanta, but you know I travel, so
Word.
I'm back.
Word. That's okay.
I'm all over, brother.
No, that's dope, man. That's dope. You got it. That's how I kind of. I'm gonna be putting my foot on the gas a little bit more once I launch my my book tour that I'm doing. But digital nomad. You know, I like to look at myself as a digital nomad. As long as I have a laptop and Wi-Fi connection, you know, I can be in business anywhere. You know what I mean? And I think that's the new wave of entrepreneurship. There's no more attached to you know, suits and ties. There's no more attached to actual physical location and building. It's about you being of value and you being able to disseminate that value amongst people that seek it. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like I said, that's the new age way of entrepreneurship. And the way to get to those millions is by scaling up what you already do, what you already found success in, and also I know Rashad talks about it a lot on EYL about using whatever it is that you do to make income and diversify it, but diversify it within what you already do. You know what I mean? Don't try to, you know, if you a chef, don't try to fix cars too. You feel what I'm saying? If you're a chef, well, why don't you write a cookbook? Okay, that's one source of income. Why don't you do private cooking sessions? That's one source of income. Why don't you do come up with your own seasoning? You see what I'm saying? It all falls in the same family.
See, I want to you know what I'm saying, not to catch your wisdom, but I want to impart a 2.0 to that, because there may be a chef that really does work on cars. If you are that chef that loves cooking, this is what I love being, bro. Because I see the void and I go straight there. To the chef that is a mechanic, here's what you want to do. You want to like you said, build everything around the being a chef, right? Sell product or service as a chef. You want to push sell product or services as a chef. You want to push not lifestyle. Well, you want to push education as a mechanic. So one YouTube account, one page should be Chef the Mechanic. Boom. Another page is gonna be all about Chef. He's a chef named Chef. Boom. Feel me? Now when he at work, he's thinking about tutorials on how to educate people on fixing cars, because that's what he gets paid to do, fix on cars. So the education space, I was gonna boom. Even with me, I'm waiting on my coworker right now because I'm about to get he about to do my brakes for me. I mean, it's like, okay, you know what? I got my time back. I'd rather spend money and save time than spend time and save money.
Yeah, I say this. I say that when you're just getting started out, right? Because I work with a lot of new entrepreneurs.
Okay, yes. Speak to them, bro. Yes,
I double down on staying focused and finding success in one thing before you move on to the other. So just using the chef analogy again, if that's what you're passionate about and that's what you find that has been successful for you, it's okay if you know how to fix cars too, but at some point you want to ask yourself, what it is do you want to be known for? What it is that you want to brand yourself as? Now, that doesn't mean that you can't make money in other things, but you should perhaps, if you're, especially if you're just getting started out, is get successful on one thing before you jump into the other thing and start putting that out there, if that makes sense for whoever listens and whoever's listening. You know what I mean? Once you get yourself to where as though that you have that chef business automated, you got your products, you got your tutorials, you got all that thing popping off. Then if you want to take some of that income that you make and then go into the mobile business, then I think that'll probably be the best way to do it, because then you've already established something over here. Then it'll be a bit easier. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but it'll be easier for you to make that transition, because people rebrand themselves all the time, right? People always come out with new ways of promoting themselves. It's all about once being successful in one thing, and a lot of times it's transferable. So, you know, for those that watch it, those are good nuggets.
Yeah, I want to build on that and say that with me, my rebranding, because I feel like rebranding sometimes is a way for us to kind of tell people what we're doing, but personally, we're really suffering because we're stagnant, right? And for me, rebranding or branding it differently looks like me going from streetwear after 11 years to luxury wear, because with time, I need a bigger multiple to keep me interested, to keep my attention. It's like, the thing about this book is this is 6 figures without entrepreneurship. This is our income. It's a game changer. Like I witnessed myself, like you said, bro. Like, I'm speaking to the person that is like me, that's been at one thing for 10 plus years, right? Decade or more. And then trying to pivot and find that sweet spot to scale. Whereas, what you're bringing to the forefront, which I appreciate you doing, because I can only speak from where I'm at, right? If I had to start all over again, bro, I would stay locked into one thing and work it 10 years. It's crazy.
Because a lot of times, I think, especially in our generation, when I mean our generation, I mean like the millennials, Generation Z, we grew up with the internet. You know what I'm saying? We grew up with social media, and a lot of us get the shiny object syndrome. We start thinking the grass is greener on the other side. We start looking at things thinking that, oh, if I try this, that's going to work. But what the reality of it is that you have to materialize something first. You have to see it all the way through. You know what I mean? That's the only way something is really going to work. You can't expect to jump into something and think that it's going to work right away. That doesn't work like that. You have to give time. You have to put your 10,000 hours in. You have to study it. You know what I mean? Then you can start to find success. They say every overnight success at least took 10 years. So you got to dedicate yourself. You know what I mean? You can't just want to be jumping from one thing to one thing and you wonder why nothing is working. It's because you're not giving it enough time. You're not nurturing that thing. So I always just tell, especially my new clients that start businesses and create their LLCs and get their businesses started, if you're not willing to stick at least 5 years into what you're doing, I wouldn't even get started, because it's not going to just take off like you think it is. You got to be dedicated. You got to have a bigger reason than your doubts. You know what I'm saying? Or than your lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? You got to have bigger goals than that.
Yeah. All that's so important, bro. And another perspective is, you mentioned 10,000 hours. I did the math. 1 year and 1 month is right around 11,000 plus hours, right? Now, you mentioned something about people just want to shoot from the hip and kind of just like, well, depending on what shoot from the hip it means, implying that people just put out. What's dope is this, all right? Here's what I tell people, because what I love about confidence coaching, bro, is, I'm telling people what they already know, and they paying me. It takes paying someone to see what people already know, right? Now, here's what's awesome. The KFC guy didn't really strike his luck until around 68, 67, 71, right? Follow me. The average millionaire is a millionaire right around 47, 48, right between 47 and 50. early 50s, right? Jeff Bezos didn't start Amazon until 31. And I believe he became a millionaire at 32. And I believe he became a billionaire at 38-ish, somewhere in there. I could be wrong, right? Now, those are those numbers. Soulja Boy was a millionaire at 16. So it's always important to live right here in the sweet spot. Hit the sweet spot. I'm a medium between information and the inquisitive. Meaning, I believe information is the key to income. For all the doubts and the worries and the stresses that we have, it's better to just go to research and development and find those answers, because, right, well, as a man, most of us, we don't think emotionally, we think logically, mathematically. We're very calculated, thorough thinkers. And this is true for any gender, you know what I'm saying? But because 60 to 80% of my audience is men, I want to make sure I'm speaking to those that are listening. With that being said, it's like this. If we can counter how we feel with information that's relevant to the pain point, we can then move strategically and produce outcomes and match results. Meaning, if I know, because I think based on my statistics, the average age of person listening is right around early 30s, mid 30s, between about 30 and 34, right? Okay, boom. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in 31. So if you started business right now, it's not too late. All right. Now, in my case, I've been entrepreneur since I was 15, really 14. You know what I'm saying? We talking about products and services, making money, 14. So if you've been at it like me since 14 and you ain't had your luck yet, hey, don't give up, because at this point, I tell people, it's easier to keep going. It's harder to quit, man. I got a wrap. We're going to continue this conversation, bro. I'm going to tap in with you, bro. And I would love to have you on.
No doubt. Yeah, I just tapped in. I seen you on live. I just woke up from taking a nap, and I went to check to see if I had this message. I just seen you on live, so I figured I'd tap in real quick, man. But yeah, man, keep pushing your message, man, and keep up, grinding. You know what I mean? You're definitely pushing something that's potent, and I'm tapped in with it, brother.